Hey everyone. It is Kate Weatherwise here, your favorite weather girl, coming to you on Friday, December 19th. It is just about 5:30 in the Pacific time zone of the US, and we are going to talk about the weather. Of course, that's what I do. And in this video, we're focusing on the Pacific Northwest and just the weather that has been brought in to the Pacific Northwest all week long. This last front that came through overnight last night is now pushing through. I'm going to show us here on the satellite imagery really fast that shows us this is the front that came through. It is now into Montana and down into Wyoming and the Intermountain West states. And actually, this Pineapple Express has been moved south. So the Seattle area is still experiencing some precipitation, and I'll show you that here in a minute. But the Pineapple Express, that is all the way almost out to actually, it is out to the Hawaiian Islands, is now faced towards California. And they are the ones with all of the flood watches and flood warnings right now, and wind advisories for the state of Nevada as well. So this is no longer pushing into the Washington state area, Western Washington in particular, or Oregon. You guys are still in very much into cleanup mode and will be for the foreseeable future. And there are many people out there, thankfully, right now helping with that cleanup, and that will continue through Christmas and well beyond. So this is what we're looking at right now, and I'm going to add in a little bit of radar action as well. So this is showing the snow that's in the mountains right now. So there's snow in the Cascade Mountains of Washington State, mainly in the central and north Cascades, down into the little bit of Oregon, and then we have some snow over here in Billings and South Idaho, around the Salt Lake City area. But for east of the Cascades in the Spokane area of eastern Washington, North Idaho, you all are experiencing overcast skies. It was a beautiful day today, actually. Nice and bright and sunny. The high was about 41 degrees for most of us, upper 30s for some in the higher elevations. But the winds are still out of the southwest, and it has clouded over a little bit as we've gone on in the day for our Friday. And overnight tonight, it is going to be in the 20s for most of the area. And I'm sure as we go up into the most northern parts of the state, the counties of Ferry, Stevens, and Pend Oreille counties, then that's going to be the coldest temperatures tonight. Coldest that we've seen in a little while, because of there's going to be some cloud cover, but there's definitely going to be some cold air in place. So that is what we're looking at. I'll go back to the satellite because I love satellite imageries. I love looking at the satellite imagery. Sorry about that. I keep going in and out. And it just real fast. This is the system that was over here Tuesday night into Wednesday. This is the system currently, and it is bringing tons of lake effect snow into Michigan and Ohio and Pennsylvania and New York. Let's put it back on the radar mode. You can see that over there. There's just pockets of lake effect snow all over the place in northwest lower Michigan, in the UP of Michigan up here, and all up into the northeast as well. So you guys have had a very, very snowy time of it. But this system, the low pressure is right here, and it's pretty windy. There's been wind advisories all day long, but that's what we're facing today in those areas. So back to Washington State, because that's where I'm focusing today. We're going to go straight into what we're going to be experiencing over the weekend and into next week. This is those rain showers I was just talking about that are going to be persistent in the Cascades for a lot of the evening. There's some showers, and I saw some reports of hail around here too. Probably just some graupel and some hail because of the upper atmosphere is really, really cold. and a little bit of hail is falling in some of those heavier showers, which is probably this little pinkish, purplish blob right here. So, and as I mentioned, eastern Washington is pretty dry. There's a chance that we could see a stray shower, maybe even a snow shower that comes through tonight in eastern Washington around the Spokane area and North Idaho area. As you can see, it shows it right here in North Idaho. You guys could get some light snow tonight. So that would be a little thing of interest. And then it stays persistent in the Cascades, the snow falling there, and it just keeps going. Tomorrow, I know there's lots of people traveling around for the holidays, going to be with family and things like that on either side of the state or going south. If you're traveling over the Cascade Mountains of Washington, just be aware that there will be a window of opportunity where there quite possibly could be no snow, but for the majority of the next 4 to 5 days, it's just going to be snowy in the mountains. So just keep that in mind when you are traveling. Now, you can see this pops up. This is Saturday morning in our general area of eastern Washington, where a little bit of snow could pop up. And then this snow stays persistent in North Idaho and western Montana, this little pocket right here. So you guys could get some snow tomorrow morning too. And of course, as we go through the day, it's going to warm up tomorrow for our Saturday and be mainly cloudy for tomorrow. I had forecasted earlier that the sunshine could be around for us, but it's looking more and more like that's not going to happen, or it's going to maybe start out sunny and turn cloudy, or start out cloudy and maybe end a little bit sunnier, but the sun is not going to be out in full force like I was forecasting before. That has changed since my last forecast. So tomorrow's high is going to be in the upper 30s to low 40s for our Saturday. Lows in the upper 20s, mid to upper 20s for our Saturday. And western Washington will stay in the rain, and then as you get closer to the mountains, it's going to be snow. That's for the foreseeable future. Now Sunday, we have another system that's going to pop in here to western Washington to give them some more rain. And we're staying in the cold, a little bit cooler, but still a little warmer than we're used to this time of year. And it's going to make its way over to eastern Washington Sunday night into Monday morning and give us some rain. And not that much, maybe 1/10 to 1/15 of an inch of rain overnight, Sunday night into Monday. And our low Sunday night could be around 30 degrees. So some of you, this says green here, but some of you in higher elevations and northern, central and northern parts of the county, you will see some snow in Stevens County and Pend Oreille County and Ferry County and into Idaho as well. So that's what we are looking at. Snow again. You guys have gotten quite a bit of snow. And then by Monday early Monday morning, that precipitation will be passed through. And then our next system is going to come in to the Pacific Coast on Monday. That is the 22nd of December, 3 days from Christmas. That's when you're going to maybe get a break. Sunday night into Monday morning is when you could possibly get a break in the Cascades for traveling wise, if you want to time it just right, when it's not snowing. And then there's another low pressure system with some wind coming in to the area. This is looking decent Monday. This is the Sunday night into Monday morning. And then that makes its way over here as well. But there's not going to be much, if any, precipitation that falls. And so as we go out towards, this is December 23rd in the afternoon, we have a system that's coming up from the south. It's like backing up from the southeast into our area. This system right here, it looks like it's just going to be rain right now and light snow the further north you go, but it's also going to bring with it some wind. So that is in the forecast for Tuesday night, Tuesday afternoon into Tuesday night for us in eastern Washington. This whole band right here is going to bring with it. If it was going to be 5 to 7 degrees colder, that would be a nice snow squall kind of event that we experienced at the beginning of December. that's what that scenario would be. But it looks like it's going to be a tad bit too warm, at least for the southern parts of the counties into Spokane County. But that could change. This is Tuesday night. That could change. We could experience some snow because our low Tuesday night is going to be in the low to mid 30s for a lot of us. So it could be freezing for some. But I'm telling you that now so you can plan ahead if you're traveling. And then this is taking us into Christmas Eve, early Christmas Eve morning. And Christmas Eve day, we could get some rain around. And then it's looking more and more like we could wake up to maybe some snow on Christmas morning. But it's not going to last long because our highs are going to, on Christmas Day, right around 40 degrees for Christmas Day forecasted. Again, that is 6 days away. So I will be putting out more forecasts to update that just in case that changes. And it most often does when it's that far out. But that's what we're looking at for Christmas Eve into Christmas Day. So this is interesting because this is a cumulative total snowfall for our area through the same time frame, early Christmas morning. And as we go on, we just see snow piling up in the Cascades and on the Olympic Peninsula, and it's starting to creep in to the Spokane area. This is Friday night into Saturday morning. That little persistent shower that I showed you, that's what could bring some snow to this area tomorrow morning. And then as we go along, the Cascades just keep getting more and more. This is a cumulative amount as well, so it's adding up. But as you can see, we start filling in up here too. This is by Monday morning. It's starting to close in with at least a trace, maybe a half inch of snow. This is like 4 inches right on the border of Washington and Oregon, like right on the border. So you Liberty Lake people into Post Falls and Coeur d'Alene, you could see some snow higher up in the mountains. This is going to be good for Schweitzer Mountain. Skiers and stuff, 7 inches. It's not a ton for skiing, but it's getting there. But look at this. The Cascades just keep expanding snow totals. So as we go out in time, oh my gosh, all the snow. So this goes out until early morning on Christmas Day. So they're looking at over the next 6 days, almost 2 feet of snow in the Cascade Mountains. And then we're looking at maybe an inch right over here in the Spokane area. But then the further east you go towards the border, more. Coeur d'Alene, a little bit more. Up into the mountains of North Idaho, more. So we'll see. I'll fine tune this weather forecast for snow, especially on Christmas Day. And then I'm going to take us to the outlook for what we're looking at. This is from the 27th to the 2nd of, let's see, can back up a little bit, the 25th to the 29th of December. So the whole country is on the warm side of things. We're going to be slightly warmer, 5 degrees warmer. But look at this bullseye here in Oklahoma and Texas and that area. You're going to be really warm. I think some of these people are going to be wearing shorts on Christmas Day versus parkas and everything. So that is what we are looking at. I'm going to go back to the satellite imagery and head us out for this video. Again, we have some maybe some snow, a little bit of snow overnight tonight into tomorrow morning around the area. Maybe. That's a big maybe. And then some colder weather tomorrow, maybe some sun on Sunday, highs of around 40 both days. And then Sunday night into Monday, it's supposed to get down below freezing Sunday night into Monday with some precipitation. So that'll be an interesting update that I give for that precipitation that falls, whether it's going to be snow or rain or if it completely disappears. But as of right now, we're looking at some precipitation Sunday night into Monday morning. And then again, it gets active again towards Christmas Eve. And that's when it's going to be a little iffy, rain, snow, where that line is going to be. If you're traveling, just be aware of that. I know there was a lot of black ice around this morning, Friday morning, people driving around from all the precipitation that fell and before the cold front came through, and then the cold front dropped the temperatures. So I will update you. I will keep everybody posted. And that is it for now. And please stop back in with my next video and like and subscribe, share, comment, all of those things. It really helps me get my word out and get me known and get people aware. That is it for now. And this is Kate Weatherwise saying bye for now.